Hello, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube. My name is Mr. Maxwell, and welcome back to another chat about video games. Some news.
There is.
Just a quick one here. I do know that reviewers have been getting Xbox Series X, and
yes.
I know some reviewers have got a PS5.
Yes.
I know about the I definitely know the Xbox Series X.
There's been people going.
There's people on YouTube that have.
Yeah. There's also been people unofficially releasing pictures of the PlayStation 5.
Yes.
I can just say one thing from my impressions. Both of them are big boys.
Most of them are big.
They're big. They're chunky.
They are big machines. I have no idea where I'm going to put them.
Yeah, neither do I actually. I'm kind of worried where the fuck I'm going to put mine. Third world problem. First world problems. Yeah, so there's that.
Was that? I think I'm going to check out the videos just to see. I mainly just want to see what the UI is like. I'm not really seeing anything else. I kind of already figured out that the Xbox was and the PS5 were going to be
early impressions is that, like, because there's a lot more information coming out for the Xbox than there is PlayStation. A lot of people are saying about the Xbox loading times. The Series X is really fast.
Oh yeah.
Like Sonic the Hedgehog would be proud.
Yeah.
Fast.
It's good.
Yeah.
So good. To be honest with you, like I think I've said this before, but the Series X, it's a good console. It's just at the moment it hasn't got anything.
Yeah, and unfortunately the gaming industry, the console generations have gone that close together now. Yeah. Like the different, like the Xbox and they're so maybe not structurally the same, but like power, like wise or visual that we see on the screen.
Yeah.
The differences are so minute that it is literally down to the games now.
Yeah.
There's no way you can basically say, well, we've got the most powerful. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, that doesn't matter anymore.
It doesn't matter anymore. I mean, it will to some people, yes, but to the vast majority of players, it's going to be, have you got X game? Have you got Y game?
Yeah.
And Microsoft, I mean, they did what Microsoft always do. Instead of actually, being creative, just bought a bunch of companies. Granted, this one was Bethesda.
Yes.
Well, no, they didn't buy Bethesda. What they did is they bought the parent company, ZeniMax.
Yes.
That's who they bought.
Well,
it's just, they bought ZeniMax and everything underneath them.
Okay, so enough about that. That was our little quick one. We're now moving on to some news.
Yes.
So, Ubisoft have come out and basically said Hyperscape is too hard and kind of boring, and they promised big changes. So basically, they're going to maybe not do an overhaul in the sense of like Anthem, but by the sounds of things, like they are going to change a fair bit. There's even a list of what they're going to change.
Oh my god, that is huge.
Okay, so we have this is, by the way, this is an article on PC Gamer, and it is by Andy Chalk. Fucking Andy again.
See, the only.
It's like he seems to be the only guy I get
interesting stories from. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, basically, Hyperscape is going to be changing. They've got combat comfort. We always intend for Hyperscape to have a high skill ceiling, but it is clear from our data that the floor is also too high. This results in a difficult experience for new players. Currently, it is too hard to aim, track, and constantly damage players and eliminate them, especially on consoles.
Well, yeah, because you're talking about combat in 3 dimensions, really.
Well, no, it's not just that.
Well, no. The thing is, if you go off like first-person shooters, like if you compare it to the vast majority of others, right? Like COD, Fortnite, and PUBG. The only one that comes close to like verticality as this one is Fortnite, but a lot of that is like player built, and that's the main driving mechanic, like that differentiates Fortnite from everything else is the building mechanic, and you can't like shoot and build at the same. Well, you can, but it's not it's not the easiest thing to do.
Yeah.
Like, and it's a lot of the combat is still like ground level. You're not flying through the air shooting at someone.
Yeah, you're just jumping up, getting on a roof, and then shooting.
Yeah.
Sort of deal.
Yeah, while with this, there's a lot of scenes I've seen where people are literally flying through the air in frigging air duels, bouncing around. Like, the combat is so much more... There's a lot more speed to the combat, and there's more than just, like, what's in front of you. There's what's above you, behind you, left, right. And it's a lot of stuff to take in. Yeah, it was going to have a high... high basement. It was going to have a high floor, bottom of the ground. Like, it was going to be like, yeah, you have to learn pretty darn quickly.
Yeah, I think that's its problem though. It's it's not like most battle royales, where really, I mean, even Fortnite. I mean, Fortnite, if you want to be winning constantly and maybe being in the pro scene, you kind of have to learn the whole building mechanics.
Yes,
but like. All in all, you can still win without doing the building thing.
Yes, if you're lucky enough to have a
Call of Duty is if you're good at card,
you've got a chance.
You've got a
if you are good at card and somehow are lucky enough,
and you also like to camp.
Yeah, but also if you're also somehow lucky enough to not be in a map with fucking cheaters, because I don't care what anyone says, there's still a problem there.
Yeah, there's a lot of problems there.
You have a chance of doing well.
Whereas Hyperscape, what I've watched, it seems to see it wants to actively push you to be mobile.
Yeah, the
other than just the thing is closed down. It wants you to.
It needs you to be mobile.
Yeah.
But also the thing with Hyperscape is the map is there's a lot of verticality in that map, and it adds a whole new layer on top of everything else, plus the speed. The problem is like if you dumb down too much of it, they run the risk of taking away what makes it stand out from the others.
I'm going to be brutally honest with this game. I think the thing that makes it stand out is what is hurting it.
Yeah, possibly.
Basically.
Possibly, but the thing is, though, like, if it just comes out without that,
the thing is,
it's just another.
It's a free game, and unfortunately, like, if they want this game to last as long as Fortnite and as long as Warzone's doing and whatever, right, if they want this to last that long. They can't have it be this ridiculous. They can't have it be Rainbow Six.
No, I know they can't. And what I'm saying is like that there is a balancing act to do, and they have to be careful while doing it. Ubisoft do have the history though of taking games not doing well and improving them. Rainbow Six is the prime example. I'm just pointing out the point of like you've got to be careful because if you take too much of it, that makes it unique away. You take away this one selling point that separates it from the others.
Next, onboarding. The game does not currently provide enough time and opportunities for new players to learn and succeed. We need to protect newcomers and provide training activities to help them become proficient with the game. Fix your matchmaker. The amount of streamers I've watched play this game, and like I want a new starter, literally a new starter, didn't know anything about the game. Got put in the match, died like 10 seconds into the match. Yeah. Right? The person that killed him was like level 99.
Yeah.
It was like one of the high levels.
The problem with the matchmaker is if there's not enough people in it.
They need to fix. That is definitely something they need to sort out.
Yes.
Because that is how you lose players.
That is definitely how you lose players. But also, like, when people die that quickly, they don't learn.
Exactly.
You're not in the game long enough to actually learn what the hell what the hell you're supposed to do. Like, you don't even learn like where's the best place to drop, because by the time you're down, you get killed. You may go, oh, I'm not going to drop there again, and you may end up dropping at a much worse place. It's the reason why I really in Warzone really don't like the pistol being available from drop.
The beginning, yeah.
From the very beginning. So I don't mind it being as soon as you hit the ground. If you hit the ground, get the pistol out, that's fine. I don't mind that. It's basically when you're in the air. Because that is basically going to... Anyone new to the game will get instantly killed, and they will have not had chance to even be on the ground. Yeah. And... Yeah, some people will say, "Oh, but well, get good," but no, you don't understand. You have to give people time to learn the game in order for them to get good. Like, you know, Dark Souls. Everyone goes on about Dark Souls and get good. Dark Souls, yes, Dark Souls doesn't like hold you by the hand and tell you what to do, but it gradually introduces the mechanics and the difficulty.
Yeah,
like it doesn't. You don't go instantly into the Nameless King.
Yeah.
It doesn't throw you instantly into the Nameless King. No, what it does is it throws you in against a bunch of easy things to kill that will punish you if you make a mistake, and then it throws you a boss that is basically there to punish people from being greedy.
Yeah.
Prime example with Dark Souls 3. First boss, Grundia, he is there solely to punish people who get greedy.
Mm. Yeah, I'd agree with that. Game modes is another one they're going to be adding in. Our core game mode, Crown Rush, can be quite unforgiving, so we want to provide players with a variety of formats in terms of activity.
So
and
you're
match
splitting your
size.
player base.
So, yeah, basically.
You're splitting your player base. Which, if you're having people, newbies, go up against 99 ranked players.
This is why I'm saying they need to fix matchmaker.
The issue is if the issue with the matchmaker is there's not enough people.
Yeah,
splitting the player base is going to make that problem worse.
By the sounds of it, they're going to be adding in a death match. Yeah, a death match. We are also rethinking how we manage limited time modes and the player base split that is required to support multiple modes at once.
Yeah.
Nothing really to add there. I don't actually think that
adding
it needs.
adding
a deathmatch.
Adding a deathmatch is not exactly a bad idea because it gives people a chance to learn parts of the map. It gives people, like, for example, let's go back to Warzone as a comparison because we've played a fair bit of it. The map for Warzone is literally an amalgamation of a lot of the maps available in the multiplayer.
Yes.
So you can instantly drop on somewhere and know the layout of the little area you're in.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, I get that.
So that's a good idea. It's a good idea. It also gives people, especially newbies, a chance to have a look at all the guns, see which ones they like, which ones they prefer, which ones they're better with, which ones they're terrible with. And so when it comes to when they're picking, especially, like I say, especially when they're new, when it comes to picking up weapons, they know, like, oh, well, this assault rifle, I'm good with this, so I'm going to pick this up. Or, oh, this shotgun I'm terrible with, I'm not going to pick this up unless I've got nothing else.
So me on Warzone, then?
Yes.
I'm not picking up a shotgun. It's just not happening.
Shotguns, well...
To be fair, shotguns are actually really, really good.
Yes.
The only problem is that I just get sniped.
Yeah.
That's what
in Warzone, shotguns are, like, extremely... specific situations.
Yeah.
They're extreme
I think
situational.
my last 5 kills have all been from shotguns.
Yeah.
But most firefights that I get into is
point blank range.
Point blank range.
Yeah.
Or the guy's like 700 miles away with a sniper on the hill.
Yeah, there's no medium ground.
Yeah, and I've not got like a reason to use an assault rifle at the moment because I just don't bump into anybody. And the other day, I told you, I went into a war zone on my own.
Yeah.
My friends came on.
Yeah.
I wanted to die.
So I just
walked into an open field thinking, well, I always get sniped when I'm just wandering about. Just stood there, shot my gun into the air so that people knew I was there. Nothing, and I finished second.
You were actually trying to die.
I was actually trying to die, and I still couldn't bloody... I think I actually already told this story on this chat. I think I might have done the last
No,
one.
you told it to me, but you didn't tell it on the chat.
Well, yeah, and that's what happened. That's what happens to me on Warzone. I either get killed by someone in snipe, or I murder everybody with a shotgun. That's it. I'm useless with assault rifles, and I'm useless with SMGs for some bizarre reason.
My issue with every single COD game is multiplayer is I'm too inconsistent. I'll have games where I'm top of the table. I've never won a Warzone, but I'll like in a Warzone where I'll have like 4 or 5 kills.
Yeah.
Which is pretty decent. For me at least. Before the internet goes off and one. But then there's times where I will literally die on spawn.
Yes.
It's just like, for fuck's sake. I don't have like consistency. The only thing consistent about me is that I'm inconsistent.
Yeah. Last one that they're going to be player goals. Currently, there are not enough medium and long-term goals for players to stick around in the Hyperscape. We are introducing first version of our player ranking systems in Season 2, and we will bring more progression systems and match-to-match flow improvements as well.
I'm not looking for... Well, here's the thing. Ubisoft and Grind, they're not the best.
They're not the best at it. They're not very good.
The best. Ubisoft version of Grind is literally just do the same thing 20,000 times.
Yes. Unfortunately, yes.
And then do it another 30,000 times. And then do it another 40,000 times.
Yes.
Like... And I don't mean like something that you can do like very easily. It'll be like get 30,000 kills. I would not put it past Ubisoft doing that. Get 30,000 kills. Bots don't count.
And that's it, unfortunately, for.
Hyperscape. I feel one of the biggest problems is it came out too late.
Yeah, I think it's jumped into the.
And at least with COD when that came out.
Yeah. It
had the COD name.
Yeah, that, but you also got to remember that Black Ops came out before this one.
Yeah.
So they did kind of have, they've pretty much had all the people that came from that coming to this one.
Plus those that skipped out on Black Ops because they didn't have a single player campaign.
Yeah.
Like me.
So there you go. To be fair to Ubisoft though, they have got a track record now of
taking a game that's not done well and then improved it. So at least with game-wise, because there's another article we'll probably be talking about.
Yeah, we're only talking game-wise. We're not talking
game-wise. They take what's gone wrong, figure out how to make it better, and make it better.
Yeah.
Prime example: Rainbow Six Siege.
The Division.
And the Division, yeah.
Not Rainbow Six. Ghost Recon Wildlands was another one.
Yeah.
Breakpoint is looking like it's going to go that way, but we're going to have to wait until the next.
The thing that comes. The problem with Breakpoint is that the actual entire progression system has been.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like they're working on it. We're going to have to wait until that comes out. Until
what I'm saying is like from the ground up, Breakpoint was made with a deliberately broken and grindy and terrible loot system, and also like the loot system makes no sense. It doesn't make too much. It doesn't make a lot of sense in the Division, but the Division's on about like a world killing engineered virus that shut down the United States.
You're scavenging, basically. You're
scavenging off other people.
Yeah, that's basically how you can explain it.
But with Ghost Recon, you're supposed to be like proper special forces.
Yeah,
going in with.
You should already have
your proper equipment.
The top range equipment that you can get.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah, like Division, like command and control is broken down. There is no like supply line.
Yeah, that's the whole point of the Division agents. Like.
Yeah, you're there to make the supply line, the command and control. With Ghost Recon, you're supposed to be there to fucking put an end to something. Anyway,
on to our next lovely one. Ubisoft. 25% of Ubisoft employees have experienced or witnessed workplace misconduct. Now, the main reason why I brought this one up, because I know this can be getting a bit tiring.
Here's the thing.
But we've been talking about this.
Yeah.
So we're going to keep talking about it.
Besides, the only way we stop... Look, it is down to Ubisoft to pull their shit together. If they pull their shit together, we stop talking about it.
So...
don't blame us. Fucking get on Ubisoft's backside and get them to fucking get their act together. Because no, You should never blame the person that pulls out like this is not good.
Yeah.
As you should never do that.
Yeah.
It's always the people that are responsible for the shit that's actually happening that should be getting all the fucking heat.
Oh yeah, I know. No, what I mean is like, I can understand people getting kind of tired of.
Oh yes, I can.
Because
yes.
it's just sort of like Ubisoft done shit, and then Ubisoft. It's like when everything was going on with Fallout 76. At one point, I just kind of got sick and tired of hearing. I was like, well, of course they've done something. It's done something bad. It's Fallout 76.
Yes.
Of course it has.
Yes.
So that's how I feel with this.
Yes.
But like I'm saying is like,
and the point
because we're going on about
yes.
it.
But the point I want to make.
We're still going to talk about
it.
it.
The point I'm making is, if you stop making a deal out of this stuff,
yes,
they think they're perfectly fine to like Ubisoft wants this to be brushed under the carpet. They want all this shit that's happening to go away, to not spoil their Watch Dogs launch, to not spoil their launch of Gods and Heroes or whatever the fuck it is.
Oh, you mean the reveal of
Icarus Thingy Rising?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not getting that game.
Well, it's Ubisoft Open World. You've just realised you know when you were saying you were burnt out of Ubisoft of open world games.
Yeah.
What you've just realised after playing Ghost of Tsushima and Horizon Zero Dawn and Breath of the Wild is you're not burnt out on open world games. You're just burnt out on Ubisoft.
Yes.
Open world games, because like I've said, there is nothing to drive you in those games. Really, there isn't. I mean, the story is almost blooming telegraphed now. You can tell what's going to happen when. The multitude, the thousands upon thousands of things you do in it are boring as hell. And there's very little in the world that actually draws your attention. That screams out to like, hey, come and look at me. Look, I'm interesting. Like, there's nothing there. It's just a compass on your friggin' screen.
Yeah.
Which is just like, I don't care about that. I don't want to look at a compass. I want to look at the world. I want the world to tell me, look, I'm interesting.
Yeah.
I want the world to tell me. It's like I put up with it in Fallout 3 in New Vegas because, well, open worlds were a new thing, and it was like clearly they couldn't, like, if Obsidian, because fuck Bethesda, they can't make a decent game to save their lives. Well, a working game to save their lives, at least. If Obsidian had the time and resources and the power that's available now, I guarantee you New Vegas would be just amazing.
Yeah.
Like, you'd be able to, like, go up to the top of the, is it Rocket Bar? Nuketown.
Yeah.
No, that's 3. But anyway, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But basically, like, on the horizon, there will be something to draw your attention.
Yeah.
Ghost of Tsushima is a prime example of how it should be, in my opinion, should be done. There is stuff on the horizon that you go, I wonder what that is.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's a smoke trail. But the very start of the game teaches you, like, there are interesting things at the bottom of that smoke trail.
Yeah. The
cause of that smoke trail is something you want to be interested in.
Anyway, we're digressing again. Okay.
Anyway, back to this awful stuff.
Yves Guillemot, I think I've actually pronounced his name right for the first time, shared the results of a company-wide survey as part of a statement on the company's future. By the way, this is again another article on PC Gamer, and guess by who?
You know who?
Andy Chalk. My God, I'm not doing this deliberately either. I'm not picking his article.
Yeah.
I just see them because I go basically what
you just look at the headline.
This is how I get the news.
Yeah,
I go into Google.
Yeah.
I type in gaming news.
Yeah.
And then whatever's in the, because you can go on because you get like a load of like headlines at the top.
Yeah.
You can click view more.
Yeah.
And then there's loads of them. And then I just go through to see which one I actually like the look of.
Yeah. What's interesting?
I don't actually see what website they're on.
Look, like I said, he must be the only person on the PC Gamer that actually. I'm joking. Look,
Okay.
Look, it's just he's
Andy,
the one that makes these articles.
Andy, if you ever watch these videos, we read a lot of your articles.
Yeah.
Okay, so in July, multiple as known a fair few Ubisoft employees came out with the allegations of harassment and abuse from higher ups.
Yeah.
A lot of those
a
lot of them have left Ubisoft. They should have been kicked out.
They should have been fired,
and maybe had the police for a couple of them
for some of the stuff that is apparently, and I have to
say
allegedly occurred. The police should have fucking been involved.
So where was I? So in July, as I've said, there was the holes in
the whole thing exploded.
Yeast Guillemot said that other employees had betrayed the trust he had put into them and vowed to bring profound changes to the company in order to make it a safe and inclusive workplace.
Okay. I'm going to let you finish and then I'll...
as part of that process, because that's what we're talking about here, we're talking about the process, Ubisoft engaged in a third-party research firm to conduct a company-wide survey on employee experiences with misconduct in a lengthy statement released today. Guillemot shared some of the results of that survey, which drew nearly 14,000 anonymous responses and the steps Ubisoft will take to address them. Right? The survey found that roughly 25% of Ubisoft employees have either experienced or witnessed some form of workplace misconduct. So first I want to put this out there. Right, misconduct does not mean abuse or harassment.
No.
All right, misconduct just means you're being kind of a dick.
Yes. Yes. However, the fact that it's 1 in 4, I would argue. Yes. The number actually is probably higher because that's why they're saying 25%. Even when they get tell people no, this is going to be anonymous. They're not going to be able to find out who you are. They're not going to be able to. Nothing's going to come back to you. There will be a maybe small but enough to make it a significant number of people who will still go, no, I'm not filling this in. So I would like to know how many people. What percentage of the workforce completed this? I mean, 1 in 4 people seeing misconduct.
Well,
regardless of what.
Right, if we think about it, it's 1 in 4 of 14,000. So far, we know 14,000 anonymous responses.
So that's 3,500.
Yeah, 25% of that. Yeah.
Roughly 3,500. That's an awfully
That's
big
a
number.
lot of people reporting.
And yes, I know what you're saying. It's not going to be
I'm just putting out there that misconduct doesn't mean harassment.
Misconduct should still not happen at all.
No, misconduct shouldn't happen. But all I'm saying is because a lot of people can be like, oh wow, 25%. 25% of people saw harassment and abuse, right? But you need to what needs to remember is you have to look at the wording.
Yeah. It says misconduct,
not harassment.
However, that's still an awful lot.
That's still an awful lot, and it's still bad.
Yeah.
Okay, so over the past 2 years, and that 20% do not. Oh yeah, so they've witnessed and experienced some form of workplace misconduct over the past 2 years. Right. And that 20% do not feel fully respected or safe in the work environment. Women reported experiencing, witnessing, or hearing of discrimination, harassment, or inappropriate behaviour at a rate of 30% higher than men, which I'm going to be honest with the allegations that have come out. I'm not surprised that it is 30%.
Yeah.
30.
I'm in one sense I'm glad it's not higher because it is just. No one should go to work. No one should go into a work environment where we are half.
Yeah.
If you doubled the amount of people in this room right now, one of us would have experienced misconduct.
Right.
Or witnessed misconduct.
I work in an industry that deals with misconduct a lot.
Yes.
So yeah, I witness a lot of misconduct.
Yes.
not by people that I work with. They're just people.
Yes. I know, but but that's just your ordinary Joe
that's
Public.
Just my job, yeah.
Yeah, that's just Joe Public. This is misconduct by people you work with.
Yeah, I know. So yeah, 30% higher than men. While for non-binary employees, it was 43% higher. Right. So that one, what you need to take into account is we don't know how many how many people who are identifying as non-binary work at Ubisoft. Is one thing because that sounds really high.
Yeah. For
an amount of people. But if there's only, I don't know, like three people who disclose themselves as non-binary.
Yeah.
That's what I mean with that.
One is one too many.
One is one too many. Definitely one too many. But I'm just pointing out the fact that, it's not exactly telling us numbers that we can use.
Because they only give us, like, the headline numbers, we don't have all the information.
Yeah.
However, when you go on about, like, well, if there's only three non-binary people, it's like, well, why is there only three non-binary people there? Is it because, and it's that itself has.
If I'm honest, if you start going down the road of like, why are there only you're looking for something.
True.
That way.
True. No, the point I'm making is like, as not necessarily as a person looking from the outside, but if I was like in a higher position in the company and these figures came in, I would want to know the background to those figures and the background to why those figures, like for example, why there's such a small number. Not because I'm looking for something that's wrong, but like looking for a reason why there's such a small number. Is there something to change or encourage to make it more accessible? Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Like,
I get you.
But the number, no matter which way you look at it, the numbers don't look good for Ubisoft.
No.
They don't.
And finally, only 66% of employees who reported an incident of misconduct felt that they had received appropriate levels of support. I mean, the only thing I can say there is, like, at least it's higher than 50.
Here's the thing: how many people reported it? Out of that 1 in 4.
See, that's
people,
what I'm saying. Like, we don't have.
It doesn't tell us how many out of those 1 in 4.
Yeah.
We actually reported it.
Yeah.
It just says they witnessed it. So that could be a really bad number. If they go like, so let's for example say half of those that witnessed or are receiving misconduct reported it. Yeah. So only half. So half, and then only 2/3 of that.
Yeah.
So that not even. So just over a quarter of those people that were, and then remember, this is not necessarily the entirety of the staff. There will be staff that would not have filled this in.
Oh yeah.
For reasons. For example, for the reason of they don't believe that anything's going to be done by the survey.
Yeah.
So they're going to be like the numbers. Despite saying 66%, we don't know. What we need to know is what is the total number of people who did report it?
Yeah.
And then 66% of that felt that they got dealt with.
Yeah. Ugh, it's not good.
Look,
It's not good.
Look, there's still two things here. Either Yves Guillemot is complicit or ignorant.
I think he's an absolute fool. That's why I don't think he's complicit. I don't think he's actually done anything, but I think he's an idiot.
Either way, he should not be.
No.
He should not be there anymore.
No, he shouldn't. Because of the survey, Guillemot said the results of the survey highlight 4 areas of particular focus for the company. So
only 4.
Here we go. A guarantee on working environment where everyone feels respected and safe. I mean, that's just normal thing anyway.
Yeah, that's
a normal thing for you to go to work.
Yeah, that's like part of what you should be doing anyway.
Putting diversity and inclusion at the heart of everything we do. Fine.
I mean, you shout from the rafters.
Apparently you do that anyway.
Yeah, according to your games. According to your games are all made by diverse groups and peoples with different religions and beliefs. So this is what you should be doing anyway.
Yeah.
There's nothing new here.
Refocus and strengthen our HR function.
No, you need to take out the HR that allowed this shit to happen and protected those people, kick them into the nearest volcano, and then bring in a new HR.
Here we go. Make the managers of the group accountable and empower them.
That again.
You should have been doing that in the first place.
Yeah.
There's
nothing new here.
This is the normal thing a company should do.
This is just bog standard 101 employee crap. There is literally nothing here.
No,
there is
there's
nothing
not.
here that will make any difference.
There is not. Gilliman also said he had a meeting a few weeks ago, not long after Ubisoft apologised for using the raised fist to represent the villains in Tom Clancy's Elite Squad. Personally, I know what the raised fist means.
Yeah.
At the moment, but the raised fist has been used for a lot of things.
It is. The thing is, though, it's the timing. The timing
the timing was just awful.
Yeah, that art asset was probably made in the middle of the fucking riots.
Possibly.
So yeah, no, and here's another thing that I really, really want Ubisoft to just either put up or shut up. Right? They keep claiming our games are not political. Are they fucking bollocks? If they're not political, you need to take the words Tom fucking Clancy out of your fucking games.
That's very true.
Because that guy whole fucking shtick was bloody political books.
Yeah.
You can't put a Tom Clancy game out and say it's not political. It's a Tom fucking Clancy game. And that... No, it's bullshit. It is complete and utter bullshit that they say their games are unpolitical. No, there is no such thing as a non-political view.
I don't know.
There is a neutral, there is a supportive, and there is an opposite. There is still basis in your political beliefs into that view. There's nothing wrong with that. But Ubisoft are just, oh no, we can we'll put down that guns are good in Division 2, but we're not political.
No, it's not the fact that the guns are in Division 2. It's what's said.
No, that's what I'm saying. We're gonna put that statement with guns.
Oh, right, sorry.
Did you have a gun?
Yeah, it's not political.
We're gonna put a political statement in of about guns in the Division 2, but we're not political. No. Our game's not political. We're set in fucking Washington. We're set in the fucking White House, but we're not political. We have the President of the United States betray us.
By the way,
betray us.
Spoilers.
But we're not political. I'm sorry, but no, fucking you can't have your cake and eat it. Just
no.
I don't mind people putting political stuff in their stuff because it's what their beliefs and all that make them to be, and it has an effect on the way they write stories, make games, make stuff and films and all that sort of stuff. It's an inevitable bleed through of what makes that person.
Yeah.
Right? What I get really annoyed is when they do that and then try and back out from it. And it's no, just tell us. It's this is what you believe. I won't hold it against you, unless it's something really, really, really terrible, like all those conspiracy fucking theorists going nuts on.
If you're somebody who believes that, you should be allowed to have a gun. In America.
Yeah.
If you live in America...
That's a political opinion.
And you're somebody who believes that you should be allowed to have a gun, then that's your opinion.
That's a political
opinion. That's fine.
Yeah.
I'm not going to hate you for it. That's just a thing.
Yeah. Person... It's just that person has a different political outlook than I do.
Yeah.
They're entitled to. It's amazing what a free world is allowed to do.
I know, right?
But on the other side, if you are one of these people that goes on about certain things never happened in history, I'm no, you can go fucking take a very long walk with a very short pier, and hopefully there's a lot of sharks hungry out there.
Alright. Okay, so we're diverging again.
I'm just making the point.
I know.
I'm fed up with Ubisoft. For example, Watch Dogs is coming out, and it's a post-Brexit Britain with London in the dumps, and terrible things are happening, and a totalitarian group has taken over London, and you're there to fight for freedom, but it's not political.
And get us back into the EU.
But it's not political.
Yay.
But it's not political.
I don't care.
I know you don't care.
I straight up
the point I'm making is like when you say like the basis of Watch Dogs Legion, of you.
This is what right. This is what I want to know. This is what I want to know. Where did the Brexit thing come from for Watch Dogs? Well, because I've watched all the trailers. I've watched everything.
No,
I've not seen anything to do with Brexit.
There was a Ubisoft one of their playthroughs. What was one of their earlier shows basically went, this is a post-Brexit London.
Oh, so that's where that's come from.
Yeah,
I must have missed that because I've watched a few things and I've even watched people play
no, nothing in the game is going to be like this is post-Brexit. That's what it is. Nothing in the game is going to be like that. But the thing is that what they're saying is that the setting is post-Brexit London, and it's like, I mean, I understand you're French. And anytime you get to bash the British,
you'll do it.
You're French. Just like being British, every time we get to bash the French, we do. It's an offshoot of the 100 Years' War that that defined our
I'm
things.
gonna stop you there. Any chance anybody gets to bash the French, they'll do it.
That's true, but I'm just saying the reason why we bash.
The
reason why the English and the French bash each other so much is because of our history against each other. We've been fighting each other for fucking centuries. So, a little bit of banter between the two is always going to happen. But yeah, these figures are just terrible. I mean,
they're bad figures.
Horrendously bad. 1 in 4 people have witnessed it. That is not a isolated incident. That is not a regular occurrence. That is an ingrained system of
what I would
misconduct is allowed and hands are washed and everything is hushed up.
What I want to know is, I would like to know, firstly, how many employees does Ubisoft actually have? Because like you said, there are going to be a number of people who didn't take the survey.
Yeah, and the people who are going to fill these surveys in positively are going to be more likely to fill it in than those that fill it in negatively.
Exactly.
I am speaking from experience.
Exactly. I know this. I've just recently done a.
Yeah, my place has just done their staff survey, and I've filled mine in. I'm trying to get as many people to fill it in as possible because the people that are least likely to fill in are the people that have negative opinions, and it's like, no, you need them, because the one thing employers do is they'll take a survey and pick all the good things out and go, well, 90% of people thought this was a good idea. Yeah, but only 20% of the workforce filled it in.
Yeah.
You should take that as 80% of the workforce think your survey, so they think this place is so bad, the survey's not going to do jack shit.
Exactly. So I'd like to know how many people. That's my main thing. I want to know. I think it's more than 25%.
Oh yeah.
I've got a really big feeling that we're looking like close to 50.
Yeah.
In reality. But on to another shitty thing now. So Cyberpunk staff are going to work overtime to finish game.
And this is not by
also
choice.
Also known as crunch.
Yeah, it's worded as mandatory overtime, isn't it?
Pretty much. Yeah.
It's not that article, but I have read it.
Yeah, this is on BBC.
This is on BBC.
This is big. This is big. Employees working on the highly anticipated video game Cyberpunk 2077 will be forced to work a mandatory 6-day week to hit its release deadlines. This contradicts a previous pledge from the studio not to impose a so-called crunch.
We were saying you can delay this till next year.
Yeah. Actually, to be fair, it completely makes sense if you delayed it till next year, considering everything that's happened this year. There's a lot of games that are coming out at Christmas that if they came out now and went, look, we're not going to make the...
we're not going to make the launch window.
I'm still waiting for Demon's Souls to come around and be like, yeah, we're not going to make the launch window. Because I still don't understand how that game looks that good.
That game probably was in development right after 3 was released.
Maybe. But like, Jesus Christ.
Anyway, back to Cyberpunk.
This one hurts a lot because this is the game that I've been looking forward to all year.
We have to call this shit out.
And
CD
we
Projekt
call
Red.
this we've called this shit out with EA. We've called this shit out with Ubisoft. So with CD Projekt Red, we're not going to let them slide.
We can't
because we like the look of their game.
We can't give anyone a free ride, basically, because we like, and it hurts with CD Projekt Red because they've, they're not as bad as EA, and they're not. And this is why people are going, oh, you can't really criticize them. No, we can, and we will, and we do. You can't do this to your staff.
No.
You should not do this to your staff, because this is what burns staff out. This is how mistakes are made. And the myth of if we have them work 6 days, we'll get 6 days productivity out of them. No, by the end of the 6th day, they're fucking spent. You will get next to fucking nothing out of them.
As somebody who has worked a month without a day off, I know that feeling.
As a person that has worked, and this is this is not even close to what some people in the gaming industry works.
Yeah.
As someone who worked over 70 hours in a single week, I think for 2-3 weeks in a row, by the end of it, I was done. I was completely done. I was nowhere near to a productive member of staff at the beginning of that period. It is
odd. When I got to the end of that month, I was dead.
Yeah.
I don't even think I knew what I was doing.
Yeah, you're just on autopilot.
I was just I think I was literally stood in one spot for about 20 minutes.
Yeah,
until somebody came along and asked me if I was alright.
It's just, I know some people will go, oh, well, they're only on a desk. They're only, it's like, no. People who have desk jobs, yes, physically, it's not tiring. Mentally, it's friggin' exhausting.
Yeah.
Mentally, it is absolutely exhausting. And you come home absolutely knackered, and there's a part of your brain going, why are you knackered? You haven't done anything physical. But the other part of your brain's going, no, I've been constantly working. My brain has constantly, this part of this brain has been constantly working for nearly 10 hours. I have to shut off now and hopefully recharge enough for the next fucking massive shift. Crunch is a failure of management. Pure and simple. CD Projekt Red's management has again failed. They failed on The Witcher 3. They had to have crunch on The Witcher 3. They failed again. They promised they wouldn't.
There has been a statement by them. Starting today, the entire development studio, or the studio, is in overdrive. Mr. Badowski reportedly wrote in an email to staff, adding that the overtime would amount to 1 extra day a week. I take it upon myself to receive the full backlash for the decision. I know this is in the direct opposition to what we've said about crunch. It's also in direct opposition to what I personally grew to believe a while back, that crunch should never be the answer. But we've extended all other means of navigating this situation.
No, you haven't.
According to Polish law, a standard working week is 40 hours within 5 days, which amounts to 8 hours on the average per day. However, there is an exception to this rule if the employer has special needs. Mr. Badowski has also said that the employees will be well compensated for every extra hour they put in, as required by law. So, I mean, it doesn't really do anything, because they're still doing crunch. It still contradicts everything.
And the words of, we've tried everything. No, you haven't. There's something called delay the fucking game. Cyberpunk, there's not much hype around Cyberpunk. You could release that literally any day in the week of the year. You could literally release that any time, and it will do fuck tons of money.
Yeah, you could wait till after the New Year.
You could wait till after New Year. You could wait till fucking after February. You could wait till March. You could wait till after Easter. It would still make a shit ton of money, because the hype around that game is so fucking huge. This excuse, that's what it is. This excuse, this fucking magical shield he's hiding behind of, oh, well, we've tried everything. It's like, no, you haven't, because there's still the option to delay. Yes, you will get the fucking self-entitled fucktarts that will complain and go, I want my game now! Rah, rah, rah! Fucking ignore them.
Yeah.
just ignore them, because the majority of the fan base will turn around and basically say, fine, I'm happy with that. One, here's the thing, if they delayed it, I would be ecstatic. One, because I'd be able to get it on PS5. Two, because then I'd be able to play half the other games that are coming out at the same time. Like, I'd be able to actually play Destiny too.
Yeah!
That's coming out at the same fucking time.
The same day.
Same day.
Same day. Same day as the PS5 and the same day as Cyberpunk.
On the same day that I have to download whatever the fucking size monstrosity update for CD Projekt Red, I will also be having to hopefully I've already updated Destiny 2.
Well, Destiny 2, I know the update for that is a couple of days before the release of the expansion.
So yeah, so hopefully that'll have been done. But delay the game.
I would prefer it to delay the game.
Delay the game.
There's so much stuff coming out in November.
Just delay the game. I'll be happy. I won't, as a proper person who plays video games and enjoys video games and classes themselves as a gamer, I would not mind if you delayed the game, CD Projekt Red. I would not mind one bit. In fact, I'd be silently pleased for the reasons that I have already mentioned.
Yes.
But no. And yeah. No, sorry. The management should personally go to the staff. The higher ups and the management that have forced this on them should go to them and personally, in person, face to face, obviously social distancing allowed, publicly and personally apologise to the staff, because it's not us that's going to take the repercussions of this, it is the staff. The staff are going to have to do stupid amounts of hours and stupid amounts of hard work in order for their managers, the higher ups, the CEOs and the board of directors to hit their target of releasing the game and making their money. Because despite what anyone says, the vast majority of that money that CD Projekt Red's making will probably not go to the people that they are now telling to do stupid amounts of hours.
Yes, that's very true.
Because that's not how a capitalist system works.
Nope.
Unfortunately.
Not really.
Anyway.
Fun.
Rant over.
Fun things.
Rant
Fun things.
over. I
I
don't like ranting, especially at CD Projekt Red. But it has to be done.
Yes, it
because
does.
I'm not going. If I hold EA's fucking arse over the fire for that sort of shit, and Activision's arse over the fire for that sort of shit, CD Projekt Red ain't special.
That's very true.
They're gonna get their arse held over the fire over it as well.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It's just like I don't. It's like CG.
Why is it?
You're doing so well
at the moment. Like, why is it? Why is it everything that like? It seems to be like everything that's like something good to look forward to. Is just getting tainted.
Yeah.
Like Watch Dogs Legion.
Yeah.
That was something good to look forward to, and then the whole thing with Ubisoft happened.
Yeah. I have a plan for that.
I think Sony are deliberately trying to just
torpedo their own fucking
torpedo
console.
the PS5.
I still haven't been able to get a pre-order. I'm not getting it at least until Christmas. That's at the earliest. I highly doubt I'll be able to get it. Oh well. Hey, I could probably spend my money on Star Wars Squadrons. See what that's like in VR. I am a massive Star Wars fan. Look, my hero of the Star Wars
is Wedge Antilles.
It's not Luke Skywalker. It's not Han Solo. It's not Chewbacca. Although Chewbacca's from fucking Banff, you know. It's none of the movie cast. It's Wedge fucking Antilles. Why? Because he's the only one of them in the entire Star Wars universe. There was only one person that has gone into 2 Death Star runs, and come out the other side. And his name is Wedge fucking Antilles.
It's very true. It's alright. I'm getting a PS5.
Yeah, I know.
I'll
get to see how good it is.
I pre-ordered it. I still haven't decided. I'm probably going to get Godfall, and obviously I'm getting Demon's Souls. Like,
yes.
There's no way I'm not getting Demon's Souls.
There was literally no chance you're not getting Demon's Souls.
To be honest with you, I was all there being like, I can wait till after the new year for the PS5. It's fine. The only game that I knew of that I desperately wanted was Demon's Souls. So.
And then they said,
and they're like, it's going to be a launch title. Fuck.
Well, guess I'm going to have to pre-order.
Oh, November's going to be I'm going to lose so much money in November.
That you are.
The good thing is I've already paid for Destiny, so
yeah,
that's good.
Anyway, next on our
next is I'm just gonna bring it up. We're not gonna go through the categories because there's a lot. But the golden joysticks are back.
Yeah, this is the one that everyone gets to vote for, isn't it?
Yeah, this is where basically because it's games.
So
I think it is Games Radar's own thing.
Yeah, so basically all the popular games are going to get it, and not actually.
Most likely, but this one is best visual design. We've got Spiritfarer.
Ooh, Spiritfarer is so.
The Last of Us Part 2.
Oh, look, Last of Us Part 2 is really, really nice, really, really good, but like art style, Spiritfarer.
Half-Life Alyx, which I'm fine with that getting it because that's
Yeah,
this is the one I think should win it.
Ori is a fucking work of art in motion.
Ghost of Tsushima there, and
Hades is a dark horse.
Yeah, I was between. It's between Hades and Ori for me.
Ori is just a work of, like I say, it's a work of art in motion. It is just so fucking gorgeous. You could stop playing the game and going, it is just
Microsoft Flight Simulator and Final Fantasy VII Remake. That's the first category that we've got here.
That's visual design. Yeah, no, Ori all the way. And I'm a person that like loves Final Fantasy VII.
Most Wanted Game, Halo Infinite, Ratchet and Clank: Rift Apart, Elden Ring.
Yeah.
Ooh, God of War Ragnarok.
You know what? If it wasn't for God of War Ragnarok, I'd probably say Elden Ring.
The Medium?
No.
Gotham Knights?
No.
Resident Evil 8 Village? No. Starfield?
No.
Ooh, Horizon Forbidden West.
Well, yeah, like Starfield probably would have been up there if it wasn't for Fallout 76.
Yeah, sure. Kerbal Space Program 2.
It would be if it wasn't for the fact that 2K just murdered the actual people that made Kerbal Space Program. So, kind of
Hitman 3 and Deathloop. For me, it's going to be Elden Ring. It's going to be Elden Ring.
God of War.
It's the game that's never going to come out because George R.R. Martin name is attached to it.
Yeah, it's never.
So it's actually never going to happen.
It's never going to get finished. It's literally the fantasy version of.
It's the fantasy game version of Lord of the Rings.
No,
not Lord of the Rings. Game of Thrones.
No. It's what's that? One that's like charges massive amount of money for a ship.
Oh, the Star Citizen.
Star Citizen. It's going to be the fantasy version of that.
It's just never going to come out. Best game expansion. Mortal Kombat 11 Aftermath. The Sims. You know what? The balls to actually put this in there, I'm going to give you kudos. The Sims 4 Star Wars Journey to Fatsu. The balls to actually put that in there.
The cojones. You have big cojones to put that in.
Control AWE.
Control maybe.
Total War Warhammer 2, The Warden of the Porch.
Ooh, maybe.
No Man's Sky's Origins.
Ooh.
Pokemon Sword and Shield Expansion Pass. The Outer Worlds Peril and Gorgon. Final Fantasy 14 patch 5.3. You know which one I'm voting for.
Final Fantasy 14.
Best multiplayer game. A Little Hope, the Dark Pictures anthology. Moving Out. Call of Duty Warzone. Deep Rock Galactic at the moment. Ooh, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2.
Ooh.
Fall Guys.
Ooh, Fall Guys.
Valorant. Animal Crossing New Horizons. I'm going to go for Fall Guys.
Yeah.
I know I said we weren't going to vote for this, but fuck it. Up. There we go. It's finally worked.
Mobile game of the year. So in other words, which game is the less bullshitty?
Oh, it's died.
Oh.
It's died. We can't finish. No.
Our internet is fucked up. Our internet is fucked up.
Anyway.
The joys.
Oh, there we go. Best studio. It's just completely skipped.
Ooh, Mediatonic.
Mediatonic, Infinity Ward.
No.
Media Molecule.
No. Supergiant.
Supergiant Games. Naughty Dog.
No.
Sucker Punch.
Ooh.
Respawn.
Ooh.
Paradox. Sucker Punch.
Sucker Punch.
Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah, Ghost of Tsushima deserves to get some love.
It's just too good. It really, really is.
It's between them and I would put it between them and Supergiant Games.
Yeah.
Because Supergiant was Hades.
Yes.
Our internet is struggling.
Oh, it's died. It's died again. Okay. Well, you know what? We'll leave it there. But yeah, anyway, if you do want to vote, go to gamesradars.com and pretty much it's the first thing when you when the website loads up. It's right there. I do hope it's not the hour in there, by the way. It's the fact that my tablet can't handle all the ads that are on there.
Yes.
So,
although to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if it's our internet as well.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me.
It's not the best.
So yeah, it's that. If you want to vote, there it is. I like to vote on these things.
Yeah.
I mean, it literally means nothing.
No.
Yeah. So anyway, on that note, because I wanted to finish on a good note, I didn't want to talk about a lot of bad stuff and then the world sucks. especially with the way things are at the moment.
If we've had some negative stuff to talk about. Negative shit has happened. We've called the negative shit out. But positives, the Xbox Series X and the PS5 look like big chunky boys.
And they look good.
They do.
They look, I mean, like, I look at them and I actually look at these and I look at them like, I might not have to worry about them dying on the first day.
Yeah, apparently rumours are the PS5 is actually quite quiet.
Yeah.
Holy fucking shit. It's not a jet engine.
I know, right?
Because fuck me, my PS4
I think I was going to talk about something else, but I'll leave it for the next chat.
Yeah, sure.
Because it's more of a review than anything else. So we'll leave it for the next chat next week.
Yeah.
It's perfectly fine. So
if it's what I think it is, you probably already know. There may be footage of it.
Yes, there's going to be footage of it in this, and we'll talk about it next week. So it's probably actually going to be the game that I use for footage for the chats for now.
Yeah, why not?
Until I learn how to actually edit. My plan is to actually start learning to edit videos and put in at least pictures of what we're talking about.
Yeah.
So that's my plan. I'm getting better, all right? Leave me alone. I'm not a professional, and I work for a living. Thank you very much.
Just not this.
This
is not his day job.
This is not my day job. So on that note, I hope you've enjoyed this chat. Leave any comments down below that what you think of. If there's any actually, I'll tell you what. If there's any news that we haven't mentioned that I have failed to spot that you can bring up, pop it in, and then I'll have a look, and then we can maybe talk about it
next week. Maybe.
There you go.
Yes.
There you go.
Involvement of the fan base.
Yes.
Of chat.
Yes.
Don't you want to do that? Considering it's YouTube chat.
But nobody actually watches these videos anyway.
That is very true.
Although actually, no, I tell a lie. One person watches these videos. Two.
Oh, 2 people.
2 people watch these videos.
Holy shit.
The last couple of weeks, I've had 2 viewers.
Wow.
So you 2 viewers, thank you very much. You are awesome.
Yeah.
And on that note, we'll see you in the next ones. Bye now.
Toodles.